Welcome back to Woman2Woman. As you know, we're journeying through the life of Jesus, and we've looked at the baby Jesus, the boy Jesus, the teacher Jesus. We've even explored the reasons why he came, and last week we looked at some of the miracles that he performed. Today at Woman2Woman, we looked at the way that he prayed. What about you? Do you pray? Many of you today expressed that prayer was simply talking to your Father, having a conversation with God, and that it was part of your daily routine. That's great, as the Bible does teach us to pray always. However, prayer doesn't always come naturally. Some may even see it as a last resort, for instance, when something goes wrong, when you feel hopeless or helpless. You hear it all the time in social media when something tragic happens. Folks say all we can do is pray, all that's left to do is pray. But should prayer be our last resort? When we've tried everything else and nothing has worked, we then decide to turn to prayer? The Apostle Paul would disagree, as throughout the New Testament he says that we are to pray continuously in all circumstances and in situations. So not only when things are tough. And maybe you do want to pray, you just don't know how to do it. Well, all throughout this study, we've been looking to Jesus. We've been watching how he behaved, how he responded to others, and how he loved. And we learned on this journey that the more we seek him, the more we find him and learn about his ways, even how he prayed. The disciples did the same. They followed him, they watched him, and they learned from him. And we even discovered today that they felt inadequate at times when it came to prayer. But rather than running away from it or simply not doing it, they asked him to show them how to do it, to show them how to pray. So what can we learn about the way Jesus prayed, and how does that help us in our prayer life? Well, today we looked briefly at 4 ways that Jesus prayed. We learned that number 1, he prayed for others. We too need to pray for others, for our families, for our communities, for our schools, for our government. We need to pray with others, number 2. We see Jesus going away with a small group of disciples to pray, and we need to come together and pray. That's why church is so important, why church gatherings, church prayer meetings are so important. We need to be united in prayer. The Bible says in Matthew that when 2 or 3 are gathered in his name, that he is there in the midst. Number 3, Jesus prayed alone. We see him taking himself away to a solitary place to be alone with his Father. And if you want to become more intimate with God and go deeper in your relationship with him, then you too need to come away to a quiet place and pray to God. Shut away those distractions and just be alone with him. And finally, he taught persistence in prayer, urging us to never give up, to keep on praying even when it's tough. We do get weary in prayer, especially when we don't see results or answers, but Jesus taught us to be patient and persistent. So do you have a desire to pray? Perhaps you do, but you just don't know where to start. Well, Jesus prayed, and he has shown us how to do it. Like the disciples, just start by simply asking him to show you how to pray. Say, Lord, I want to communicate with you. Show me how to do that. Then begin to pray. Pray for others. Pray with others. Find someone that you can pray with, and pray consistently and persistently. You can even use the prayer that Jesus taught us to pray. Why not start now? Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be your name. Your kingdom come. Your will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give me today, Lord, my daily bread, and forgive me my sins, and help me to forgive others. Do not lead me into temptation, but deliver me from evil. For yours is the kingdom, Lord, the power and the glory, now and forever. Amen. Until next time, God bless.